Star Trek Discovery. Entertain my memories. Play to my nostalgia. Fanboy me. I'm all yours. Hi guys, I just finished watching Star Trek Discovery. Got up this morning, had my breakfast, got a coffee, and I watched the finale. Do you know what? I'm not disappointed. I actually really enjoyed that. It wasn't perfect. There was some problems here or there. It was an exposition heavy show, which if you watch the last episode that I did on Star Trek Discovery, you know that I was kind of sort of suspecting that it was going to have to go at a hell of a pace, and it was going to have to be quite a lot of exposition. There wasn't a lot of action in this episode, which I wish there was a little bit more action, because sometimes they were facing down another person. And it was like, just shoot them, just shoot them and get it over with. So yeah, it wasn't very action intense, and like I said, it did have to move at a pace because they had to cram into this episode. That made having fun things in the episode a little bit more difficult, but they still did it, and they did it in monumental amounts, in a great lengths. Like this episode name dropped like nobody's business. You had Orion slave traders, you had Seti eels, you had Nausicaans name dropped. For some reason you also had a Klingon with 2 P streams. I don't know why they put that in there. I have no idea why that was there. Also you had Clint Howard. Now, if you've watched this episode, and if you haven't watched this episode, so spoilers ahead, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've watched the episode. Am I the only one that when Tilly is talking to him and he offers her ash, am I the only one that was expecting him at least at some point to offer a Tranya? I mean, talk about a missed opportunity. Like, why not? Like, if he's literally right there, just do it. That would have absolutely have made it. I would have been giggling like a giddy schoolgirl if he had done that. The episode wasn't all brilliant though. First of all, I didn't feel like you could put Jojo in command of the Discovery and make that work. At least not without having somebody from Starfleet over her, having the Admiral stay on board to keep her in check. And of course that didn't happen. I still don't understand why the Discovery had to jump inside the planet. That's just, that was a gimmick for gimmick's sake. That was, they didn't have to do that. They could have left that out and the episode would have been just as good. The bomb. Not the strongest. If it would have worked better for me if they'd had multiple bombs. And the reason being is that I have no way of verifying what L'Rell says is true, because there's only one bomb, and if she detonates the one bomb, it'll destroy the planet. But she has no way of demonstrating that what she's holding in her hand is anything more than just a piece of plastic. So I would have liked there to have been multiple bombs planned, just so she could have gone, alright, watch this, I'll pick one and detonate, Maybe it's in an unoccupied area of Kronos, we won't get into that. But at least she would have been able to demonstrate that what she is saying is true. And I just felt that buckled the Klingons a bit quick. So yeah, it wasn't all plain sailing. Again, I liked some of the stuff that they put in there. And I thought it was quite a good way to end how the Klingons ceasefire is going to work. by having it come from the Klingon side and having it having the ceasefire and having the drawback happen because of, well, it's essentially blackmail. But I thought that was kind of a good way to end the war, because he didn't want to have this massacre going on. I mean, I suppose we did. It would have been nice to have seen a bit of a gunfight between ships. But yeah, that it was still a good way to end the episode, I think. The Enterprise. Can we talk about the Enterprise? I think we can. So the episode's wrapped up, and then, you know, they've wrapped up the season. No cliffhanger really to this season, but there is a tease for the next one, and it's the Enterprise. Captain Pike and the USS Enterprise. And can I just say, oh my God, she's sexy. Or to put it the way John Lithgow would have said it, oh my God, I'm gorgeous. Yeah, look, see the Enterprise there? She will always be my girl. Always will be. But what showed up in Discovery was that ship in full-on slut mode with a Friday Night Clobber on. I mean, it was just, oh, screw you, J.J. Abrams. That's the Enterprise right there. There she is in all her glory. Wow. I want that model. I want that model. Forget all the others. I want that model. So yeah, I thought it was really nice. Plus the end music as well. The end music let you know that where they started and where they are. They started with Discovery, they ended with Star Trek, and it was kind of good to sort of have that. There were a couple of cheesy moments where they kept referring to new civilizations, and you know, Brendan Circuses was dropped in there. There was a lot of name dropping throughout this episode that made maybe a little bit too much, got a bit cheesy. But I still really enjoyed it. Now I'm guessing that they were playing to a lot of people's nostalgia for Star Trek. But hell, you know, they still told a really good story, and I still had a very good time watching the episode. I might actually just finish up doing this and just go watch it again, because I really did enjoy it. Like I said, it's not perfect. The solution came very quickly, which I suspected might happen, and it didn't really feel sort of heartfelt and earned. It was just sort of like, oh yeah, use this and you are now in charge. And it was kind of like, you've just shorthanded the entire plot for the season, but you know, you've got to wrap up the show. Again, I am glad they didn't cliffhanger the season, because you know, so many times seasonal shows have cliffhangered their finale and then they've not been picked up, and that's become a problem. So at least here you've ended the story, and now we've got this new tease story starting. And if Discovery doesn't get picked up, which we already know it's been picked up several times, but if it wasn't going to be picked up, that tease would have just been there as a nice little thing anyway, as a big Easter egg, but as a nice little send off. So overall, I did enjoy the episode. I thought seeing the Klingon homeworld was kind of nice, because we don't really spend a lot of time on the Klingon homeworld in any incarnation of Star Trek, and usually what you see is just sort of a matte painting shot and then a cut to an internal set. So to see the sort of the streets, the markets, that sort of thing was very nice. I thought that the only thing that really I wasn't really keen on really was the Orions. Because we've seen Orions in other Star Treks, and I kind of like the ones from Enterprise. I don't know, I'm trying to sort of not draw from other seasons and other shows, because Discovery has to be its own thing. But when you got somebody like The Big Show playing an Orion, there's no reason why you couldn't have those other Orions around. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen sort of that a bit more. These sort of giant figures, as opposed to I don't know, swimwear models, I guess, is the only way I can describe them. But yeah, I mean, that was a great callback. That was a great callback to the cage. That whole in the sort of love nest kind of thing. Great callback to that. Yeah, there should have been somebody, at least somebody just sitting down eating grapes. That would have made it, I think. But overall, look, it's wrapped up the season. It's ended the story, and I wasn't really keen on the whole pin the medal on the donkey scene, because how many times have we seen that? You know, do we have to end with the you know, I was expecting it to pan over and see Chewbacca without one, you know, just because. Yeah, and the thunderous applause of people cheering everywhere, a whole room full of people who have no idea who these people are, standing up and applauding them. I could have done without that scene. But you know, these are small complaints. Overall, the episode was good. It was solid. Like I said, it was a lot of exposition. There was a lot of standing around talky bits, which we could have done with a little bit more action in the episode, and maybe again some ship battles and so on. But I still thought it was almost very smart way to end the show. Almost, it was quite smart, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It was still a cracking episode, regardless. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Star Trek Discovery, on Will You Take My Hand, and I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to finish off my coffee, and I might actually watch that episode again because I did enjoy it. Cheers, guys.